What's going on, guys? Seth Meyers here from Seth Does Fitness, and today I'm going to give you my tips to make your fat loss journey more successful. So let's get started. All right, guys, it's summertime, the weather's starting to get a little warm out, you're outside by the pool or the beach in your bathing suit, and you kind of start to notice, I don't really look as good as I thought I did. We've all been there, and it's not the best feeling. But I'm hoping with these few tips, it gets you guys a little bit closer to your fat loss goals. So tip number 1, set goals that are attainable. Notice how I didn't just say set any goal. You want to set a goal that you can reach and you can feel good about. So I used to work at Planet Fitness, and I saw this all the time. Every January, people would sign up and get ready for a new membership. They would be in there every day, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe even a month. And then after that month and a half, those same people who were super eager to get to the gym kind of started to die off. And you got to ask yourself, were they setting goals that were attainable? If you're somebody who hasn't been to the gym at all, setting a goal of working out every single day is not a good goal. After that first 3 or 4 days in a row, you're going to be super exhausted and you're going to be like, well, I don't know if I can reach this goal anymore. So instead of picking a goal for, say, 7 days out of 7 days in the week, start with maybe 2 or 3 days. After you pick a consistent schedule, you can make it to those gym days 2 or 3 days a week. You'll realize, hey, this isn't so bad. Then after that, you could add 1 or 2 more days to the gym. The same thing can be applied with weight loss. Pick goals that you can reach. If your goal is to lose 30 pounds, don't make your goal lose 30 pounds in a month. You most likely won't achieve that goal, and then by the time the month is up, you're going to feel really upset and you're going to feel depressed. Instead, you could say, hey, my goal is to lose 30 pounds over the next year, or my goal is to lose 30 pounds over the next year and a half. By reaching your small goals first, it's going to give you a whole lot more confidence to reach your bigger goals that you set for yourself in the future. The second thing, which also relates to the first goal, is be consistent. No matter what your goal is, to eat better, to lose weight, to spend more time in the gym, make sure you're being consistent. To reach the body of your dreams and to obtain fat loss, it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take time. So in both those photos in the thumbnail, there's a difference of about 12 pounds between each picture. I couldn't tell a difference in myself looking in the mirror for at least 4 to 5 weeks. And that all comes with consistency. You might not be able to see a difference in the first month or first 2 months, but know that all the work you're putting in is going to pay off. The third big tip I have is don't compare yourself to other people. I'll admit, it's hard to do this. You open your phone, you go on social media, you open up Snapchat, you look at magazines, all you see are people with incredible bodies. But the thing is, these aren't normal people. And by normal, I don't mean they're better than you. I mean they're not living out everyday normal situations. These people work out for a living, or they have the money to pay somebody to work them out. They're not waking up at 5 a.m. to change their kids' diapers or to feed their kids. They're not leaving for work at 9 a.m. and coming back at 5 p.m. and then making dinner for their families. They have all the time in the world to put into their bodies what they want. They have the money to pay people to cook them the foods they want. And I would assume most of us, including me, don't have that luxury of doing that. So by comparing yourself to somebody's lifestyle who you have no business comparing yourself to, it's just going to leave you feeling hurt. Yes, it's good to set goals and it's good to see body types that you like, but focus on yourself first. By constantly comparing yourself to celebrities, people you see on magazines, fitness influencers, you're never going to truly feel satisfied with your own body. It all starts with yourself, looking at yourself and realizing, hey, these are the changes that I want to make, and these are the goals that I want to set for myself. The next tip I have is don't resort to fad diets. Some of you all might be asking, what's a fad diet? And more than likely, we've all heard of them. These diets can range from the Atkins diet, the keto diet, the cabbage soup diet. And the thing about it, guys, a diet is just a diet. Diets are only set to work for a certain period of time, not your whole lifetime. So a lot of people ask me, Seth, how do you stick to your diet all the time? How do you find things in your diet that you like to eat? And I give people the same answer every time. I'm not on a diet. I've chosen healthy things that work for my body that I love to eat. I love eating chicken. I love eating beef. I love eating rice. I love eating vegetables. These things are part of not my diet, but my lifestyle of eating. You have to find things that work for you. A lot of people think changing your eating means you have to eat super bland foods and you eat plain chicken and rice all the time. And this is definitely not the case. This past year has been the healthiest I've ever eaten in my whole life. And I've probably eaten some of the best foods I've ever had in my whole life. Learn how to cook. It'll benefit you a long way. When I first started eating healthy, yes, I ate a lot of bland foods. I ate bland chicken. I ate bland rice. I didn't put seasoning on stuff. But after 2 or 3 months, I realized, can I keep doing this for the rest of my life? And the answer was no, I definitely couldn't. So it was either learn how to cook or go back to the way I used to eat. And cooking doesn't mean cooking a gourmet meal or cooking a 5-star meal. Cook and find something to eat that you like. Cook foods that taste good to you and also benefit your body. And this doesn't mean you can't have a sweet or a piece of junk food every now and then. So for me, I pick one meal a week where I have whatever I want to have. This could be French toast. This could be a burger. This could be an ice cream sandwich. Whatever I'm in the mood for, I have it for that one meal. And I think this is super important. This lets your body have what it's craving, and it gives you that satisfaction of having to know you can eat healthy for the rest of the week. Notice how I said cheat meal and not a cheat day. I used to do cheat days, and they never worked out for me. I would spend Monday through Saturday eating as healthy as I could, and then when Sunday rolled around, I would eat whatever I wanted to. And by the time I went to bed, I felt terrible about myself. I would wake up Monday, and I'd be like, hey, I ate terrible yesterday, so I need to make sure I'm even more strict in my diet this week. And that cycle would continue over and over and over again. You guys, you don't want to have that relationship with food. Choose healthy foods you like to eat, find things that are good and can fit inside your schedule, and pick one meal a week where you guys can be flexible. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is called intermittent fasting. This is super helpful. I do it every day, and it helps me with my fat loss. So all intermittent fasting is picking a time period between the day that you eat your meals in. So for me, I like to eat my meals between 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. Once 7 p.m. is done, I don't eat again until the following day at 11 a.m. Now, although this doesn't immediately impact fat loss, it does help with it in a sense. When you're trying to lose weight and lose fat, you're going to get hungry. So if you eat your breakfast at 6 a.m., you eat your lunch at 12 p.m., and you eat your dinner at 8 p.m., that's a lot of time in between. You're going to get hungry because you're eating smaller meals. So what I normally do is I take those 2 or 3 meals and I squash them together to make 2 really big meals. This way, I'm still consuming the same amount of calories, but it feels like I'm eating a whole lot more. It feels like I'm having a feast, but in reality, I'm eating the same foods I would have had at 6 a.m., 12 p.m., and 7 p.m. For me, this works great. I love to eat, and mentally, I hate having to eat 4 or 5 tiny meals throughout the day. I would much rather have a huge lunch, maybe a small snack at like 3 o'clock, and then a huge dinner at 7 after I'm done working out. Personally, I don't think intermittent fasting affects your body that much, but I think it helps a person mentally when they have to eat less food. You'll be able to have bigger meals, and you won't feel like you're starving yourself. Because that's the key. Anybody can cut out breakfast and lunch and only have dinner and lose weight in 2 weeks. Of course. But can you keep doing that month after month, year after year? No, there's no way that's going to happen. And if you can, props to you, because I couldn't do it. Well, that's going to wrap today's video up, guys. I wanted to keep it short, but also keep it really informative. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something. Please give my video a like. Leave a comment below. If y'all have more questions about weight loss, weight management, workout plans, please feel free to contact me. And of course, hit that subscribe button. I'll see y'all next time.